Welcome to World Whiskey Day. Let's take a little trip around the world. We'll start off with Irish whiskey. Where whiskey first started getting made, they started with pot still, single malt, then they moved on to grain. Tullamore Dew here, it's a blend of all three, and it's an interesting little blend that you can try. Next, we're gonna move on to Scotland, who got whiskey next. This is the Deacon. It's a blended Scotch, so it's gonna have a mixture of grain whiskey and malt whiskey. The next stop, we're gonna do something a little bit newer. We got Toki from Suntory. It's a Japanese whiskey. They sent a guy over to Scotland to learn how to distill from the Scottish distilleries, and then he brought it over and started making it in Japan. Next stop, we're gonna come over to our side of the pond. We got the Pendleton. It's a Canadian whiskey. Canada does things a little bit interesting. They distill and barrel everything as a single grain, and then they blend it together in the final bottling process. We're gonna move on to Bulleit, an American bourbon. It's distilled in the house where Pappy lived. And finally, we're gonna talk about Vikra, which is a local distillery out of Duluth. They cut all their spirits with Lake Superior water.